Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Wylie Sports Guy. I'm so excited to be back. I know the videos have not been out. I've been out doing summer camp and VBS, and then the last couple days I've just been recovering from those. But guys, we are officially back with the videos, long form content here on YouTube. So excited to be back. Tonight, we got a big night coming for y'all on Wednesday, June 25th. Tonight is the NBA draft, and as you can see, I am rocking the old school Dallas Mavericks Luka Doncic jersey, because tonight is a big night for the Dallas Mavericks as the NBA draft is tonight starting at 7 p.m. on ABC and ESPN, and then tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on ESPN. This is live in Brooklyn. As we all know, the Dallas Mavericks are expected to pick Cooper Flag at the number 1 pick. Are there still trades still trying to run around for that number 1 pick? Yeah, but we'll see if that ends up happening. If there is any trades, we will make sure to break those down first thing to you as soon as possible. Also, the Mavs were busy on the money front yesterday, as yesterday point guard Kyrie Irving officially declined his $43 million player option, but instead he signed a 3-year, $119 million deal, which gives them some Mavs the money to work with this offseason. Also this week, Daniel Gafford signed a 3-year extension worth up to $60 million. Also got to see a couple weeks ago, sometime this offseason, Brandon Williams also signed his 2-way player contract deal. The NBA trade market has been insane the last couple days. I mean, we've seen some big trades going down. Just like yesterday, the Hawks officially received from the Boston Celtics Kristaps Porzingis in a 2025 second-round pick. Terrence Mann will be on his way to Atlanta now, or to Brooklyn, and Atlanta's number 22 pick of this year's draft. And then Georges Niang and a second-round pick also heads to the Celtics. This is courtesy of Shams, NBA reporter for ESPN. Also yesterday, the Celtics traded Drew Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers for Anthony Simons and 2 second-round picks. The Pelicans were also trading yesterday as veteran CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a future second-round pick went to the Washington Wizards for Jordan Poole, Saddiq Bey, and the number 40 pick this year of this year's NBA draft. This NBA trade has been already crazy going on in the offseason. I mean, we had Kevin Durant already heading to the Rockets. Jalen Green went his way to the Suns. So, I mean, it is a crazy NBA offseason already beginning. I mean, Dallas Mavericks are expected tonight to pick Cooper Flag as the number 1 pick as we officially begin the Flag era, honestly, of Dallas Mavericks basketball. So we'll see what happens going into tonight. Should be very interesting as we go on throughout that. But let's go check in now on the guys also in that arena, the Dallas Stars, and some NHL news. Checking now in on the Dallas Stars. As we all know, yes, just a couple days ago, Mason Marchment was sent to the Seattle Kraken for 2 second-round picks. Yesterday, he did officially send his goodbye message on social media to Dallas Stars fans. We will miss you much. He was an excellent player for the Dallas Stars who had some great runs. Wish we could have ran a cup with him, but he is now going to have go on to Seattle. He is excited to see what his new beginnings are going to be in Seattle. Good luck to Mason Marchment, also known as Mush. Dallas Stars were also signing deals also this week as Matt Duchene this week signed a 4-year, $18 million deal to stay a Dallas Star, as well as Niles Lundqvist, one of the defenders. He signed a 1-year, $1.25 million deal, and then young forward Maverick Bork signed a 1-year, $950,000 extension. Also, this is a bit of a future update going into next year's offseason. But if the Oilers do not sign Connor McDavid, do not be shocked that the Dallas Stars will be on that line for Connor McDavid going into the 2026-2027 offseason of the NHL. That would be absolutely insane if we somehow got Connor McDavid. Yes, the trade rumors are still flying in on Jason Robertson. We don't know if that's going to happen. I so hope that they do sign him to a deal, but it's like, it's going to be an intriguing Dallas Stars offseason. Moving on to other NHL trade news. Yesterday also, the NHL Hall of Fame class of 2025 was officially announced. You can go check that at your local sources, ESPN, also NHL.com. That'll get you there. No really local Hall of Famers that I knew of, mainly just other big-time hockey Hall of Famers, so nothing really big around here in the DFW area. But moving on to NHL trade news, like I was telling you, the New York Rangers sent their number 12 pick of this year's draft to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then also the New York Rangers did a salary dump with the Anaheim Ducks as they sent Chris Kreider to Anaheim. We also saw Trevor Zegras also on his way now to the Philadelphia Flyers this week. I mean, these off seasons are getting crazy. By the way, the NHL draft does begin Friday night at 6 p.m. on ESPN, ESPN Plus, and then Saturday at 11 a.m. on ESPN Plus and NHL Network. Stars don't have a pick this year until the third round of this year's NHL draft because of due to the we did trade our first round pick this year for the Cody Ceci and Mikael Granlund trade this year with the Sharks. So the Sharks do have the number 20th pick, which would have been the Dallas Stars pick. But now let's check in on the Texas Rangers. Now we check in on the up and down Texas Rangers as they finally yesterday got back onto the winning stretch. Again, as you all know, Monday they lost 6-0 over the Orioles. But shout out yesterday to Rangers pitcher Jacob Latz, who ended up having a no-hitter going through 6 innings. 7 innings, but he did 6 innings pitch, if you understand where I'm going with that. But yeah, and then Bruce Bochy was honestly so impressed that, heck, he might now have a job in the rotation. I mean, I don't know. We're going to see what happens with that. But here's the breakdown from the scoring breakdown from Tuesday's game against the Orioles in Baltimore. In the top of the 4th inning, Texas started off the scoring with an Evan Carter RBI single to right. That would score Corey Seager. Josh Young would then have a fielder's choice ground out to shortstop Gunnar Henderson. That would score Marcus Semien. And then rookie Alejandro Ozuna would have a sac fly to center. That would score Evan Carter. Moving on to the top of the 7th, Texas kept the scoring going with an Adolis Garcia RBI single to left. That would also score Corey Seager as well. But then Baltimore would strike right back after Jacob Latz gave that one walk, I believe, to Ramon Laureano to start the inning. And then the floodgates opened for Baltimore. Gary Sanchez, the former Yankees catcher, had a 3-run homer. That was 425 feet to left center field. That would score Ramon Laureano and Gunnar Henderson. Ramon Arias then would strike back with a home run. That would be 354 feet, followed by Ryan O'Hearn's homering to center. That would be 406 feet. And immediately this game was turned upside down as this thing was now going in, now 5-4. Thankfully, the Rangers would tie it, though, in the top of the 8th inning on a Jonah Heim sac fly. That would score Sam Haggerty, but in the top of the 10th going into extras, Sam Haggerty's fielder's choice to second base would just have enough time on a very, I mean, it was close call, but they did call Evan Carter safe. He would score the go-ahead run. Rangers do win this game 6-5. The pitching breakdown for this game went like this. Jacob Latz went 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Chris Martin came out of the bullpen, ended up giving 3 hits and 3 earned runs. Hobie Milner came out of the bullpen, threw 1.2 innings pitched, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Luke Jackson would end up getting the win in this game with a 1.1 inning pitch and 1 strikeout. And then Robert Garcia got the save with 1 innings pitched and 1 strikeout to end it in the bottom of the 10th. As you all know, winner went to Luke Jackson, the loss went to Sir Anthony Dominguez, and then the save went to Robert Garcia. The next game is today at 5:35 on the Rangers Sports Network and Victory Plus. Also, we had tough news yesterday out of the Rangers camp as unfortunately Cody Bradford will have season-ending UCL surgery on his left elbow, and he will officially be out for the rest of the season. While reports are saying, according to Evan Grant That was according to Evan Grant of the Dallas Morning News. We're also hearing as well that Nathan Eovaldi could possibly be having will probably have to have a rehab outing. I'm kind of hoping, honestly, that he gets to go Thursday to Frisco. That might be a chance because I am going to the game on Thursday night in Frisco, Texas against the Tulsa Drillers. Cool news, by the way, for the Frisco Rough Riders. They yesterday were a part of the MLB Network Prospect Showcase. Shout out to Texas #1 prospect and MLB #9 prospect in the top 100. 19-year-old Sebastian Walcott from the Bahamas. He went 2 for 4 playing third base yesterday with a couple singles. Unfortunately, also had a strikeout. But it was a good day, though, for Frisco's. They won 5-1 on Tuesday over Tulsa. Couple big RBIs from Frenier Chavez in the bottom of the 7th with a sac fly, and then a bottom of the 2nd RBI single. But the big one came from a 3-run homer from right fielder Marcus Smith in the bottom of the 6th. And like I said, I'll be heading to watch the game tomorrow between the Rough Riders and the Drillers. No starting pitcher has been announced for that game, so there is a chance that Nathan Eovaldi could be the pitcher. Also, cool news, Wylie pitcher Cole Drake will be on the mound for the Friday game against the Tulsa Drillers. Let's now go check in on the NFL and other DFW sports news. Checking in now on the NFL. Yesterday on the Pat McAfee show, Aaron Rodgers officially said he's pretty sure that this will be the last year that he is playing NFL football. What a career, though, it has been for Aaron Rodgers. Some people have been suspecting maybe he'll pull a Tom Brady. I really don't think so, but whatever it was, it has been a heck of a career for Aaron Rodgers, and we can just hope that he can at least go out on a high note, maybe get the Steelers to the playoffs. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that happens. Also, yesterday, Netflix officially announced the 3 quarterbacks that will be part of Season 2 of Quarterback. That will be Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow, Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff, and then now Atlanta Falcons quarterback Kirk Cousins. Moving on, I forgot to mention this on my Sunday news page, but LSU beat Coastal Carolina 5-3 on Sunday afternoon to win the series 2-0, and LSU officially became the 2025 NCAA baseball champions. Moving on to the WNBA last night, the Dallas Wings had another great win yesterday against the Atlanta Dream. They won 68-55. Arike Ogunbowale led the way with 21 points. Paige had 12 points of her own, while Lee Yeru, I think who was maybe a free agent or a rookie, ended up getting her first double-double with 10 points and 15 rebounds. The next game is going to be a headline game for DFW sports fans because this thing is going to the American Airlines Center. And why, do you may ask, is this game between the Wings and whoever they're playing on Friday night going to be at the American Airlines Center? 2 words: Caitlin Clark. Yeah, we're playing the Atlanta Fever Friday night on Ion Television at 6:30 p.m. in the American Airlines Center. I know that place is going to go crazy for the American Airlines Center to see Paige Beckers versus Caitlin Clark. This should be something to behold, as we will see at 6:30 p.m. Friday night. The Fever versus the Wings should be a great game, as their 4-game series officially begins this season. Like I said, other DFW sports news: FC Dallas will tonight be in action against the San Jose Earthquakes. That is tonight at 7:30 on the MLS Season Pass, and maybe on one of the local channels here in Dallas-Fort Worth. I've been recently seeing them on My 27, so they could be on Fox 4 More 27 here in Dallas-Fort Worth. I don't know. Just a speculation there. Also, in other soccer news, a new DFW soccer team was officially announced, as well as Atletico Dallas will be competing in the 2027 USL Championship and will be playing in the Cotton Bowl, just like Dallas Trinity FC. Well, folks, that is today's YouTube recap. Remember, go to like and subscribe to the video. Go check out our newsletter and video, like my little Canva page over on our Instagram page. I will also have the short form content right back at you once again. Also, go check out my other Christian related podcast, Chill with Clayton. I just did an interview with the guy who makes some of my graphics. He makes those cool little advertisements you see at the bottom. Shout out to my co-producer, Michael Lividini. He also gives us those great Bible verses on the Chill with Clayton page, which you can also go follow on Instagram. And then you can also check out Chill with Clayton on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. New episode coming out this Friday, ladies and gentlemen. As I always say, don't mess with Texas. Keep Jesus first. God bless. Y'all, we'll see you tomorrow. We back, baby.